Hi, Dana. I can't hear you. There you are. Hey, hi, Stephanie.
Hey. Hey, Neil. Hey, Lane. Hey, Dana. Hello, hello.
Hey, Dana, your mute button's on. If you can see a microphone and click on, there you go. No,
There's
you put
Dana.
it back on. There you go.
I can't see myself. I just see a countdown going on right now. So,
Oh, there's probably at the top of your screen something that says view options.
okay.
No, that's not right.
That's all right.
Let's see what happens in 32 seconds.
There it is. I see myself now.
Okay.
All
Hi,
right.
guys.
Hello.
The computer's better.
Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Mary.
Hello.
Hi, Debbie.
Hello.
Hi, Don. Hi, Peter.
Hi.
Hi, Glenn. Hi, Lane and Neil. Who have I missed? Stephanie. Hi, Farrell. We don't have her.
Who's Ballardsville Baptist Church?
That's Bronson. He probably started it for us. There he is. And Amber.
Howdy.
Okay. Just make the camera point at Amber, Don. I mean, Bronson. There you go.
And our vacuums. Or
Hi, Chris. Hey, Bob. We cannot hear you or see you. Can you turn on your microphone? And Farrell, we cannot see or hear you. Can you turn on your microphone and or camera?
Nope.
There's Bob. Can't hear you. You're on mute.
How's that?
That's perfect.
Oh, hi, Bob.
Hey, what's going on?
I see Jennifer.
So how's everyone doing?
Good.
Good.
Yeah, I'm having social distancing issues with my refrigerator.
What's that mean? You're eating
Can't
too
stop
much?
eating.
He's not staying 6 feet away from it.
Yeah, me either. Hey, Mary, how are you doing? All right. Well, we're all looking at each other. Why are you doing good? So everybody that said I'm doing good, why are you doing good?
We're still alive and nobody feels sick.
There you go.
Ah, it's done.
What?
It's done.
hey,
Hey, Donnie.
Done.
Hey, Farrell, can you hear us? Click your microphone on so we can hear you.
We can do it later.
Hey, Stephanie.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. Somehow you've got to turn the volume off on one of your devices,
I gotcha.
and it doesn't work using the main volume on your device. Is that right, Bronson?
to be honest, I'm not sure. Easier.
I was trying to get on my computer and it was still on my phone. So now it's all good.
If
Okay.
if they're close to each other at all and they're both on, then one of them's gonna make a lot of noise. So.
Better to be in a different room.
Or turn the
Social distance.
speakers off on one.
Gosh, Stephanie.
Okay. So we're good because we're not dead and not sick. Is there any other reasons why we're good?
Amber and I just found out that we have a niece or nephew
Hey,
towards the end of the year. So that's fun.
yeah, congratulations. That's cool. Are you gonna be aunt and uncles, the cool aunt and uncle?
I'm sure Amber will be cool.
Hey, I like the thumbs up, Don.
I'm scary. I'm telling you,
Bob's cat.
touching every button I have.
Oh my goodness. We lost Chris. He's out.
Uh-oh.
Well, Chris was actually at the church about 10 minutes ago. He's probably in his, yeah, it's like he's in his
There
truck.
he
There
is. Said his name and conjured him up. All right. Well, we so what are you guys doing? Like how are you occupying your time?
Working.
What kind of working?
I'm on the clock right now.
Are you? Nice.
I just needed a break.
I wash my hands a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Our work is crazy.
I guess so. Has that affected sales and everything?
Oh yeah, sales are way down.
And you purchase for Yum, right?
Yeah, so we've got 20,000 restaurants that we're trying to keep open.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we're working long hours.
Yeah, that's a lot of chicken.
That's a lot of chicken. We're trying to get sanitizer and cleaners and gloves and you name it. We're trying everything we can at thermometers. We're trying everything to keep the employees in the stores.
That's good.
Yeah, so, and we're trying to keep our suppliers open.
Well, that's what I was wondering about. I mean, you guys probably are the main source of revenue for a lot of suppliers. That's probably
Yeah, and that's a good thing and it's a bad thing because now some of these suppliers that count on our business need our business.
Yeah.
So now we're having to look to see if we have to financially help them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The KFC, is it Yum or KFC? How am I supposed to say it?
It's Yum because it's for KFC, Taco Bell, and Pizza Hut.
Okay. So it's the Yum Bell out.
Potentially, yeah.
Well, we got to do what we got to do, right?
You got to do what we got to do. So we're making a lot of phone calls.
I bet.
Yeah. So I was only on here for just a few minutes because I needed a break in between conference calls.
Okay. Well, hopefully you don't have to leave too soon.
Yeah, probably in a few minutes, but I at least wanted to see some people's faces because I'm working here by myself. Larry, they're doing taxes, so he's not getting home until late at night. Well, I'm just talking to the dog.
Well, we're going to do this Thursday night at 7 as well. And then next week, we'll probably go to 2:30 rather than 2 o'clock. So it'll be 2:30 and on Tuesday and 7 on Thursday, in addition to other things.
Okay.
So
Debbie,
go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
Debbie, I was going to ask how Morgan's doing. Is she, I guess I haven't seen her for a while, but is she still at home with baby? And
No, she, of course, you know, Rawlings was getting in trouble because they were still having all their employees work. So then they split them up into 2 shifts, which was still 800 people on each shift. And then they were still getting a lot of, complaints. So they sent everybody home except for 150 people that are considered essential. And of the 1,600, Morgan is considered essential. So she's going to work every day, but her shift now is 1 o'clock to 7:30 at night. Yeah, but thank you for asking about her, but they've cut them back to 30 hours.
Oh, praise the Lord for work.
Yeah, so, but yeah, they're doing okay. So,
Well, Debbie, I have a question for you. Is it
Sure.
safe to eat fast food?
yes.
It is? Maybe I've been
Um,
wondering that. We're almost like afraid to go and eat fast food because of the uncertainty of all, everything involved.
Well, if it helps out, Yum has some of the strictest cleaning and sanitizing requirements in the industry. So as far as what the procedures are, from how you handle the food and what you can and can't touch is very strict and they have not let up on that at all.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll shut you, Yum will shut you down before they would let you, bypass any of the procedures. So it's safe.
Great.
Yeah. So go get food, Don.
I do like food, so
So, hey, Tony, what's the decision about drive-in service for Easter?
I don't know that we're going to do that. We actually have another idea that
Rose.
Tony's frozen, I guess. Taken to the Twilight Zone.
Something's going on.
Huh?
We lost
There you
you.
are.
We
Am I
didn't
there
hear
now?
anything you said, Tony.
Oh, well, maybe I
That's a
should-
new idea.
It was so good.
it was. That was it.
Wow.
All right.
Let me make sure my phone, I'm connected through my phone. I'm not. Okay, I may drop out again. If I do, I'll connect to my phone. But ideally, what we could do is, I'm talking about being the church, and I actually think this could be one of the best Easters ever. And that would be something like this. If I cut out again, someone raise their hand up, so I'll know to stop. I'll just use me as an example, but I think everyone could do this. We have several neighbors right around us that I could reach out to and try to gather a time, kind of like we're doing here. I could say, hey guys, at 3 o'clock on Tuesday, I'm just asking everybody to come over to my yard. We'll all stand apart and just check on each other, see how each other's doing. And so I could do that a couple of times this week because everybody's out and about when the weather's nice anyway. And so there would be nothing weird about that. And then after,
There you go.
okay, there wouldn't really be anything weird about that. And then maybe do that a few times, this week and a couple times next week, with the caveat being each time showing more and more concern with each other, maybe praying for some concerns that people may have. But then on Easter, I don't know what the weather's going to be yet, but on Easter, we could actually gather in the same way and say, hey, we're going to have a prayer time on an Easter morning prayer as a community, and just have whoever would show up. And then what we could do is we could just share a simple message of what Easter's about, and share that God loves us and loves them, and what Christ has done for that. And that's the reason we can pray. And we can pray for them, our neighborhoods, and also our country and the world. And I think it could be a phenomenal way to engage with a lot of people that normally wouldn't, maybe they would or wouldn't come to church. I don't know. but it'd be a great way. And a lot of times on Easter, everyone has Easter traditions, and a lot of times the traditions really keep us from connecting with the true message. And so since the traditions are kind of going to be broken this year, it may allow for people to truly hear the gospel, understand it, understand God's love, and see us depending upon Him. And so I think we have great opportunity to do that if people would just, step out in faith and try it. And it really doesn't need to be everyone in the neighborhood. I might, around my house, I might invite 10 or 15 people because I assume probably only half of them will show up perhaps. But there's enough room for everyone to be responsible, to stand outside and to have a time. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about trying to encourage you guys to do, or I'm not really thinking about it. I want people to do that. Our content will be available. It can be streamed live. It can be streamed afterwards. But I think getting the church to be the church rather than just watching another service, but actually sharing, I think that would be phenomenal. That may be the best Easter ever. Feedback? Emily, feedback?
I think we'll have to see where quarantines and other things are at that point. But
Yeah,
sounds
it's
like
2
a
weeks
good idea to
away.
me.
Yeah. You think they'll have us stay inside?
I don't know.
I don't think they can tell us that.
I think some of my neighbors I know at least would be too afraid to come outside.
Those will be the ones that don't come.
Yeah. That's April 15th is Easter, or
12th, isn't it?
12th.
12 days away from tomorrow.
I didn't even know when Easter was.
Yeah, I suspect some wouldn't come out, but we have several who are just out and about anyway. I mean, there's just our neighborhood, not today because it's rainy and cold, but for the last 3 or 4 days or last week, even anytime the weather's nice, even if it's just a break in the weather, people are hitting the streets, they're talking to each other, they're walking their dogs, their kids are playing on sidewalks. It's kind of looks like the power went out and everyone had to go outside. It's what it appears.
It looks like more like my neighborhoods used to in Chicago when I was a kid. I've never seen this many people in my neighborhood or neighborhoods around me.
Yeah, and that's my thinking, is that if people are out and about, a lot of people do participate in Easter traditions. And it's going to be disrupted for everyone. And a lot of people are de-churched now, so they were in church at some point, or they do have some idea of what Easter is. And so I'm thinking that they may, even if it were only 1 or 2 families, it could be a phenomenal experience for us and for them, even just getting together and praying for one another and checking in on one another. And I think that, and I'm open to other ideas on how we can be the church during this time when we can't meet in large groups. How do we stay faithful to the Christian walk to Christ and within the confines of what we're allowed to do?
I'll have to give it a whirl.
All right, it's time for other people to talk. I'm going to just mute my microphone.
Glenn,
I actually have to drop off.
Glenn, did you say you were in Florida?
Bye, Debbie.
Bye. I've got to get on a call.
Thanks for jumping in.
All right. See you guys.
Bye-bye.
Glenn, are you in Florida? Are you waiting around in Florida? Is that where you're at?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, my trip for today canceled, so I'm just sitting in a hotel room watching the day go by.
Well, that sort of answers my question. I was just curious what you were doing. If you had mountain.
Nothing. I'm on this Zoom program. That's pretty neat.
Well, I'm sorry this is all the getting out you've done today.
It's all right. It's okay. It's all good.
Is it nice down there? I mean, is it warm and sunny?
It is. It's sunny. I haven't been outside. I guess it's about 82 or something like that.
Well, I'm glad for you. Sounds very nice.
Yeah, I'd rather be home. For sure.
We'd rather you be home.
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
All right, Glenn, how you doing, brother?
Well, hopefully after tomorrow, I'll be back. I go back. I end up back in Detroit tomorrow night. I'll drive home, be home probably about 5 in the morning. So
Okay, just be careful, man.
there you go, taking the fun out of it.
I know, man.
But yeah, we're doing the best we can as far as being careful.
Good, good. Tony? I think it was a pretty good idea. We're gonna try it.
You got some people in your neighborhood you think you can invite and talk to?
Yes, sir.
Awesome, man. Well, how can I help you? We can work on it. We have a couple weeks.
Come for a walk in the morning,
At 10 a.m.?
10 a.m.
We'll see.
All right, man.
Careful, Tony. It's a 2-mile walk.
I know, I might just walk here. I'll Zoom you while you're walking.
All righty, man.
No, I do think I'm gonna start walking though. Cause I
Sounds
have put
great.
on like 8 pounds.
Uh-oh.
I know. At this rate, it's pretty bad.
Our deal wasn't that you gain weight.
Yeah, I know. That was before coronavirus.
Yeah, okay. That's a good point.
Hey, Bob, what days are you walking?
Right now, we're walking every day except for Sunday.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
And what about 10 o'clock in the morning every morning?
yeah, 10 o'clock, we meet down at my neighbor's house down the street, and then we walk, he and his dogs, and there's 3 of us walking now.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Are we streaming this, Bronson?
Yep. I clicked on live stream directly to Facebook, but the Zoom gave me this dialog box that they're working on an error. So I live streamed it to YouTube and posted it on the page. So it's a bit of a roundabout thing, but some people are watching, like 2 people. So
Okay.
I heard someone say that after this is all done, people are gonna talk about the quarantine that they got, snacking and sitting inside. I thought that was funny.
Can you repeat that? I had to change networks.
Oh, I heard people are gonna say after this is all done, they put on their quarantine 15 after this is through.
What's quarantine 15?
Pounds.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Like the freshman 15? Yeah.
yeah, freshman 15 quarantine.
Oh.
yeah. Yeah. That's if it ends soon.
Yeah, well, then it won't rhyme, so it just sounds better. Hopefully it doesn't go higher than 15.
Oh, it doesn't go to 50. Yeah, I wonder if BC will start to mean before Corona.
that's a good one. I'm out of here, y'all. Glenn, I'll talk to you when you get back.
All right,
Hey,
brother.
Bob, let me know how I can help you.
We'll do, Tone.
Thanks, man.
See you later.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Stephanie, what are like some goods or some needs at Good News Homes that you're seeing come up?
Basically, we're getting a lot of calls for rental assistance because of people losing their jobs. And so we're just encouraging people to hang in there and, you know, do the unemployment. Like a lot of my girls have applied for unemployment and are getting it. So that's really nice. And then we've got a lot of ours that also are on fixed income. So this really hasn't affected them. We're just making sure they have food and things like that. But the calls have been a lot this week. Dawn and I were talking a couple of weeks ago. It was quiet, but this week has been a busy day for calls for people, mainly rental assistance. And I don't know how to help because I don't know. I can't, we're still trying to figure that out.
If someone wanted to give or help or something, what would you or Dawn recommend?
I mean, we wouldn't be against taking designated funds toward helping with those kind of needs for people that have lost jobs for through this time. Of course, we get those calls all the time, but right now it's more from people who've never had to get assistance before. And obviously everybody needs toilet paper, so I don't know about that, where you can find it, but we have some we've given out. We're trying to do sparingly as people need it.
One square at a time.
What's that?
You make people apply and you give them a certain number of squares per family member?
One square at a time.
They apply for 2-ply?
Yeah. At my house, I'm like, don't blow your nose with that toilet paper. Get a napkin.
Use your sleeve. Yep. Well, Costco's still selling those enormous packs. You just gotta.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, I went there 3 days ago, and they had some, and I don't need it, so I didn't get it. But I thought, hey, this would be this. If someone wanted to help out, you'd probably spend $20 and keep someone clean, keep a family clean for a while.
Yeah. One of my girls at Good News Homes, she lost her job because she was a waitress, but she's been doing Instacart. Like she'll go shop for people for groceries. And last week she made $300 doing that. So that was more than she would make waitressing in a given week. So that's been pretty cool too, to see how people are doing things to get income come in.
Well, Stephanie, do you know when, the families can expect, I'll call it Corona stimulus? We're hearing a lot in the media about, the government providing funding or help.
I have heard that it could be as early as 3 weeks that people could get that. And then I haven't heard about unemployment. I don't know if anybody else knows like when that. I know people who know their amounts, but they don't know when it's coming.
Yeah, apparently I might be able to actually make more on unemployment right now that I am currently in my full-time job, but
Oh wow.
I'm not going to risk that.
Peter, has your stuff slowed down quite a bit, or has it increased because you're online support? Everyone's online.
I've been the busiest I've been in years.
Wow.
Awesome. I'm so used to working from home, apparently. Well, a lot of the projects I have don't stop, so it doesn't matter. I've never been worried about my employment or having not enough stuff to do. If they ever got rid of me for a reason, I'd almost be like, woo, I get to work for somebody else now, or start my own business, one of the two. But no, they're the whole firm is essentially working from home. So lawyers can work from anywhere. And now they might actually end up making more money because they're realizing you don't need to spend all this money to stay in an office building.
My dad's the same way, Peter. He works on IT stuff, and he is just like going. So it's a bittersweet.
Yeah. The IT stuff, the projects don't stop.
Good to hear. Praise.
Sorry, Jennifer, how are you doing? Are you going crazy with those boys?
Yeah, it's been pretty hectic.
Yeah.
We've been doing this week is spring break, but we've been doing school online, and we have to use 2 computers because of Adrell doing one and then Arden doing the other. So just getting stir crazy in the house.
Yeah. I keep hearing I'm bored a lot.
Yeah.
I got something for you to do. There's always something to clean.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they've been going out and playing in the woods, but they're upset not being able to go see their friends. So gotta keep them away from their friends right now.
That's probably the best idea.
Yeah.
Stephanie, the church received an email from Liz Burrows Monday morning from the health department. And she was, sort of asking for a request for volunteers. Are you familiar with anything related to what Liz and the health department they're looking for?
No.
Okay.
Is that for meal delivery?
It could be, they asked for medical volunteers,
Oh,
but also
no,
just
I don't
a
know.
category of other, volunteers that might be willing to help in the county in different ways. And I just didn't know if you had a communication with Liz or not. Okay.
No. If you are 60 or over, or if you know of somebody that is 60 or over, Tri-County Community Action will deliver meals once a week, frozen, for seniors. So I don't know how many people know about that, but if you have seniors in your neighborhood, it doesn't matter about income or anything like that. 60 and over, they'll bring meals, and you can put them in the freezer and heat them up each day. So if anybody comes across anybody 60 or over, I can put the numbers out on the Facebook group or something for people to call.
What kind of meals?
I don't know. You gotta be 60 though, Peter.
I have some neighbors.
That might be good for like Les and Alma and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't mind calling them tomorrow, or well, it's today, but I have the numbers at work, but I'll be in the office tomorrow and I can call them and see if they want to do it.
Yeah, or David.
Yeah, David.
David
and
Quillen,
Hawkins
yeah,
and Phyllis, perhaps.
yeah. That also gives a touch once a week, that just to make sure they're okay.
When I lived in Tennessee, I did Meals on Wheels. I delivered for them, and that was always fun because
Yeah.
people, they really enjoyed seeing you.
Well, Stephanie, if you call them, you may ask if they need volunteers.
Okay.
At one point, we had the conversation about their need for volunteers. I think we're trying to look for ways we can also share with our people how they can be involved,
Sure.
in serving others during this time. So,
Okay.
if you don't mind just asking that question and letting us know, I think, we might have some people with some time available and feel secure and safe enough to do that.
Will do.
Thank you.
You want to see what Jada's doing for a break? She's learning how to knit better.
I also can't see the camera.
Oh. We ordered her some knitting supplies today.
What is she knitting?
What are you knitting?
I was just experimenting at the moment because I haven't found anything to knit. because that's why I ordered knitting supplies, is so I could have enough needles to like knit in the round is what they call it. So you can knit like circular stuff because I don't have anything squared in it with these square.
I have no idea what any of that means.
That's fun.
You know, I was thinking this would be a good time to learn how to play a musical instrument. Banjo.
What do you have? Oh, a banjo.
I have a guitar, but I think I'm missing a string. And I don't know, is Guitar Center essential?
We
That's
have
why-
we have lots of strings everywhere. You can come to our house. There's probably some at church. Actually, yeah.
And you can always take
Often
a
at
face.
church.
You can always take a Skype lesson or a FaceTime lesson. You don't have to be in person to take a lesson.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering with that, with you guys, especially you, Lane, because you did a lot of lessons, didn't you? Is that dried up?
No, I have one today, and then the rest of this week I have at least 2 every day. So yeah, yesterday I was going kind of crazy because I didn't have anything going on. And that was just really weird. But the days that I have, like I had up to 4 on one day, and I was just really tired after that because it's a lot of preparing for it, and then you have to make sure that they can like work the technology and then get through the lesson and then get off of it and get the next one ready and then do the but it's working really well. So, and it's good just to see them and see how they're doing, and they like to tell me what's going on with school, and so it's
Are you using Zoom for that?
Zoom, FaceTime, Facebook. too.
Okay.
There are lots of options, which is very helpful because not everyone has Apple products and not everyone knows how to work Zoom. And
Tony, you got a little something there on your face.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gone.
My beard just got bigger.
It was moving.
All right. I gotta mute you guys. My son said he forgot to join. Do it in the other room so the sound doesn't get weird.
Okay.
Weird
Kim,
sound.
are you on there? It's,
I don't have my video up though.
I thought that was you.
Yes. Morgan is currently making brownies. So I'm like, she's just having at it over there all by herself. So hopefully she knows what she's doing.
You'll know if she doesn't.
Right. We'll see if they taste good in about 30, 40 minutes.
Don't share your address with Peter.
Okay, I can do that. Actually, I'll do a mailbox drop off. I'll stick them in your mailbox. Just come on out and get them when you're ready. I'll put the flag up.
That sounds good to me.
A friend of mine was saying it would be fun to maybe get on Zoom and play like charades or something, like a game or something kind of fun where we could, I don't know, act something out and play a game. Thought that sounded like it could be fun.
That would be interesting.
It would be fun.
I've seen where kids are playing board games with each other on Zoom.
I wouldn't want it live streamed if I was acting stuff out. I'd be a little self-conscious. But that would be fun.
Yeah, I think you live stream it. It'd definitely draw a crowd. That would be funny. Break up into groups or so. How would you do that?
I don't know, like maybe family against the family. Like maybe
Yeah.
a Pictionary type thing where you're drawing. If you don't feel comfortable acting it out, maybe you would just draw it like on a Pictionary and guess what they're drawing, or I don't know.
Have you all played that game? It's like Pictionary and telephone together. What's it called?
No.
Can't hear you, Bronson.
We would just call it telephone Pictionary, but
Oh,
Are you talking about Telestrations?
yes, tell us.
yeah.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
You can always use whiteboard on Zoom as well.
Yeah.
That would be easier than trying to hold it up against the the camera. I try to do that with my lessons all the time, but use the whiteboard. It would be a lot easier.
Hey, Caleb had Caleb did a small group Sunday. Is it all right if I ask you about a couple questions about that, Caleb? I can't hear you.
I said sure.
It's kind of a micro church. He used the training that we received from Alan Witham on storing the Bible. And then I think Jada was a part of that. So how did that go, Caleb?
It went pretty good. We had
Wait a minute, don't answer yet. How did that go, Jada?
It went well. He did a good job, really. Like, he led it and asked questions and waited for us to answer until we answered.
How did unmute, Caleb?
hi.
Okay, how'd it go from your perspective?
It went really good. We didn't have as many people as I thought there would be. Like we had like a little less than half of my group chat, and I invited the whole group chat, but that's fine. It went well. It took them a second to warm up to answering. And there's like 2 people who were answering, but then by the end, like I kind of modeled like what an answer should look like. You know, like when I got into some of the deeper questions, I'd say for me, I blah blah blah, and then that would kind of give them almost like how to answer what they could say, and then they'd give their own answer based off of that, and that helped them. By the end, they were all warmed up to answering and did a good job.
So you did the storying method then, where you told the story and let them reconstruct it and all of that, and then you read it and all that?
Yeah, I basically just did the scripture that we had in the meeting, and basically the same questions, and it worked really well. Yeah, it worked really well. And then at the end, I had to be a little flexible because it didn't go exactly to plan, because of at the beginning didn't answer as fully as they did at the end, and so we hadn't really gotten to the same point that I wanted to get by the end. And so I added another question or another question or 2 to help cement that. But yeah, it went really well. The storing thing helped them to remember it. We had to go back and reread it because they didn't pay attention the first time. And so that was like good to realize whether or not people remembered it and paid attention and enforce that they were actually paying attention to the story. So that helped a lot.
I think Chris Clark's planning on doing the same thing this Thursday with a group. I told him you all could probably get together and compare notes and then work on next week's group together. Yeah. So if you wanted to. Okay, yeah. Well, thanks for sharing.
No problem.
Jada, would you add anything to that?
Don't look at me.
I think he covered it. Yeah, it was really good. And people listened, and yeah.
Were all of them church people? Not our church, but just different churches? Were there just non-church folks in that?
Yeah, I think there was at least one who I don't think goes to church. And I'm not really sure about some of them, but I don't know.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Everyone except for one person was active in a church, but there's different denomination. Like there's Greek Orthodox, one went to Southeast. Me, Jada, and Matea, we all went here, but then there's also another friend that I had who's not at a church right now. So yeah.
Hey, Morgan.
Hi, Morgan. You're muted.
Hey, Scott, you doing okay? Hi.
Hi, Reagan.
Riley missing Bob. Bob already left.
I got cookie.
Hey, Isla.
Look, there's Caleb. Riley's been wanting to see Caleb.
Hi, Riley.
Hi.
How is it? How are you going? How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah. I like your shirt.
Thank you.
Got a cat on it. Hi, Reagan.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
Good. That's cool. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Is that a cookie? Is that a good cookie?
Mm.
Oh, I wish I had a cookie. You guys are so lucky.
We don't
Reagan,
believe
do you
in
see Isla?
You
Do
see Isla?
Reagan?
There's
Isla?
Isla.
Hi, Isla.
Look.
Can you say hi to Isla?
Hi, Isla.
Where's Wesley?
Watching something. I don't know what he's watching. Octonauts or something.
I used to watch that.
I love Octonauts.
Great show. I've seen it before.
Actually, with
Oh, that's right. When the Flanagans came over here, I watched it with Wes.
You know what I thought about doing is, does anyone have a PureFlix subscription?
Oh,
No?
what subscription?
PureFlix.
I don't know what
It's
that
like Netflix, but it's wholesome Christian movies and just wholesome movies.
No, we're all heathens.
I was gonna ask if I could steal your code. That's not true.
I see their trailers on YouTube all the time. PureFlix movie trailers.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta admit, most of the time they look so cheesy, but I'm willing.
They really do.
Yeah, but you know, if the more people subscribe, the better quality actor and actresses they can hire.
That's true. I heard a cool website where you can enter in your social security number. They give you a free PureFlix account. If you guys want to give me your numbers, I can hook you all up with that.
Tony, you want to? I just thought it's funny. You wanted to use her login account, but you also want them to be supported, so the actors get better. That's how everyone feels about it.
I was actually joking, but you're right. That is how I feel.
Not about you. That's just that's everyone's attitude about it.
Yeah. No, I've been thinking, I've seen a few movie trailers and I thought I might check it out. At least during this sequestering period.
I'm sorry, are you all something I'm not showing you?
Hey, Arden. There's Jessica.
Hi.
Hi, Arden.
Where did Caleb go?
Hi.
He's right there.
How's school going online, Arden?
Good.
Good.
What
to hear.
makes it good?
Basically, I can do it whenever I want to. I want cookies for me.
No, we don't need any more cookies.
Hey, Jessica.
Hey.
I just thought I'd check in, but I'm still at work. I miss you guys.
We miss you too, Jessica. Thanks for checking in. You guys need anything?
Can I get a homeschool teacher?
I've got one of those.
Brian's doing Daddy Day Camp today. I saw a note on the TV that said, "Boys, do your homework," when I left this morning.
Yeah, maybe I need to try notes.
Yeah.
I could teach you how to display messages on your kids' computers through the network.
Jada, are you crocheting?
I'm actually knitting.
You're
but
knitting.
Yeah,
What are you making?
I don't know.
Hi, Nana.
You should make what everybody makes first time, like a pot holder or something.
She
Yeah.
made a bunny yesterday. She made a bunny rabbit.
Wow.
I said she should knit a pretzel.
A pretzel?
Yeah, like a
That's a
stuffed
really
pretzel.
good knitting thing.
It's a thing.
Riley said that's a really good thing.
Oh, thanks.
When we transmitted this stuff, that was Daniele's suggestion, but we have a standard. And unless you can't get the standard,
Hey, Emily
you can substitute to what Daniele.
and Josiah.
Such as the APIs and that.
Does anybody know, like within 500 miles, what's the best airliner I could get into that's like that you could actually go and visit and get in the cabin and all that other stuff? Like a museum? Anybody have any ideas?
That's a Glenn question. I've ever heard.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Are you talking about just trying to get in an airliner? Is that what you said?
Yeah, Isla wants to get in one. I don't feel like paying for a ticket.
Yeah, I don't either. You might go up to Dayton, the Air Force Museum up there.
Hmm.
You familiar with that?
I know of it.
Wright-Patterson.